Hi, welcome to this tutorial on personal aliases for CJ's Island game. So let's say you're hosting and you have to respawn yourself a lot, and so of course you go to fly, so whatever, you're deciding which challenge to do. Oh, I'll do this one, and you go in and you've accidentally killed yourself, so again, you respawn yourself again, you fly again, you go over, you're more careful this time not to die off the mud. But what if you wanted to reduce your typing? So again, let's go back to the buttons. You can use personal aliases to do this. You just click add. And so what do you want to do a lot? Well, you want to respawn yourself, so respawn me. And you want to fly yourself. And maybe you don't want the force field showing up because you think it's kind of gross, so you do unforce field me. But of course, you don't want to take damage, so you do god me. And the alias, we're going to call it butt, which is short for buttons. So now, whenever you type in butt, bam, you can fly. You'll be flying immediately. You respawn, no force field, and you're also guarded, so you won't die. And you can type that into the command bar too. So butt, and it does the exact same thing. So that's one use for a personal alias. How about another use? Let's say that you like to host, you like to do themed tribes, and you want to be able to get them up quickly, okay? So let's say you want to do Brawn versus Brains versus Beauty. So you could do new team Brawn, neon orange, and new team Brains, faded green, and new team Beauty, royal purple. And you're going to call this B versus B, or BVBVB, so Brawn versus Brains versus Beauty. And now watch this. So you run in BVBVB, and you have the tribes there. So again, lower jury, lower audience, and you still have to do the buttons and stuff, but that could at least make the tribes quickly for you. So if you want to keep the themed tribes a surprise until right before you start, you can use personal aliases to speed that up. You can use personal aliases for pretty much anything. And they're quite useful to use, so I do recommend them. And so that's the tutorial. It's quite a short one. But check out the host guide for some personal aliases that I use. And of course, you're invited to make your own. You can use these for very simple things. Like, let's say you want to explain the rules of the game before we begin. So you can do aliases. And you could do, welcome to CJ's Island game. In this game, you must blah, 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 and you type in whatever, and you could do like, rule 1 or rule 2 or whatever, and not have to type that whole thing in, and you don't have to rely on copy paste either. So in fact, if you're a mobile user and you want to do this big spiel at the start, you can type it in beforehand, put it into personal aliases. That way, when you actually go to host, it'll be much quicker. So again, that's the tutorial. Use personal aliases to your advantage, because the better you use them, the easier and more smooth your hosting will be. Okay, that's it. See ya.